Invisible Man, Chapter 10, at English Notes, at Port Stove. At 10 o'clock next morning, Mr. Marvel was sitting on a bench outside a small inn on the outskirts of Port Stove. He was very tired, and beside him were books, and the bundle was abandoned inwards. He was very nervous, and soon an elderly mariner is a sailor, came out of the inn carrying a newspaper and sat beside him. While he was engrossed in using a toothpick, he observed Mr. Marvel and heard a sound like coins dropping into the pocket. He was struck that how could such a poorly dressed man be wealthy? Then his mind again moved to a news he was wondering. He shared it with Mr. Marvel, and it was about Invisible Man. And Marvel curiously asked the details of it. He come to know how it started from Iping, and he realized that I went back with him to Iping on purpose. Mr. Marvel asked if any of his friends is also mentioned in the paper. The mariner denied. The mariner was describing that the Invisible Man can do anything he wants. Mr. Marvel agreed, saying, "Certainly." And he told him that he knew something about Invisible Man. Mariner becomes curious to listen. As he was about to say something, he felt a hit on him, and he stood up. All he told Mariner was that he is a hoax. Hoax means a false story. Upon hearing this, Mariner becomes angry for unnecessarily wasting his time, and he abuses him for showing false interest in the story and making fun of him. There was another extraordinary thing that had happened quite close to the mariner. Before meeting Mr. Marvel, he heard of a vision of a fist full of money traveling without visible agency, and a mariner friend of him was knocked headlong. The story of flying money was true. That money came out from the shops, inns, and moving along the walls and taking a flight reached the pocket of a nervous gentleman with a pathetic silk hat, sitting outside the little inn on the outskirts of Port Stove. And after 10 days, Mariner realized that how close he had been to the Invisible Man. And that's all.